first of 272 games in the regular season. Buckle up. The Cowboys, the Eagles, underway to begin 2025. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
I know some guys, they love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield, trying to begin things with a home run ball. That might be the more exciting option, but I think that this was the smarter play.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get this one down here to the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Cowboys' 45-yard line.
Good. Check.
Throwing is Hurts. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 33. Give him 12 yards on that one and earns him a fresh set of downs.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And this pass caught by Gray. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Here's Hurts to throw. Got him in. It's Brown. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping that one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Try to find Barkley on the out route, and he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are on the board here first in the season opener. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Now that's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the return was stopped right around the 25.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brand, I almost expect you to come in like an auctioneer. We got two. Do I hit three? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Will we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second and a yard. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Eagles are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It was Jadeveon Clowney who got upfield for the stop. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Hurts. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turned it into a successful play.
He'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
Again, he'll drop the throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Back to throw again. Flushed out right. He's got his target. That's complete. After 1-7-0 on EA Sports.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? And maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Out of the gun, they run with Blue. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number 1, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number 2, maybe they actually have the lead. That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
To the right side and into the hands of the tight end, Granson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That's to his running back, complete. Inside the 20 before he's brought down. Fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
Partner, that was a heck of a play right there, because there is no chance that he was the primary receiver on that play. Definitely checked it down to him and just said, please, help us out, make a play. And he does, and delivers a first down.
A first down carry for Barkley. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
Eagles, first down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Trimmer.
They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. And God's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point, because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Jihad Campbell. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Ready? Cougar 19, go!
Oh, good move. And boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Hey, easy. 180, 180.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Smith catches left side. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here is 3rd and quite a ways. They'll look to throw here. This will be caught by Brown. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And the Cowboys going to bring on Brian Anger to punt on 4th down. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And with a 17-0 lead in tow, they might not be too eager to press the issue here.
Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Now 2nd and 9.
Hey, 73, 70. Hey, Silver. Crown up, Yeti.
Now back to throw. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. Looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
Pulled in at the 24. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Now he's free at the 35.
And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to...
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Osa Odighizuwa with the effort there to earn the sack.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 9.
They'll drop the throw. And he rifles one incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw here. Hard throw, incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
This is taken around the 12. And just shouting it off there. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes us up to the 47.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
He was going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He dumps it off to Barkley. They'll go for a gain of 7. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd down at the Cowboys' 38-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. He's got Smith here. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 38 yards. And the Eagles are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he returns this to the 22. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off an impressive. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 24. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Andrew McCougal. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. I think you and I